Hey folks, today I'm going to show you how to play Anxiety. It's a solo card game for one player. You can play up to 5, but it's really a one-player game. And it takes about 15 to 30 minutes to play. Now, the goal of the game is to get through this entire deck before you reach space 20 on the panic track here. If you ever reach space 20 of the panic track before you've gone through this entire deck, you lose. If you ever go through the deck, pick up the last card before you get to space 20, then you win. You'll need one token to play. I'm going to use this 20-sided die, but it can be any token, and the deck of cards, and that's all you need. So you start the game by drawing 3 cards, and it doesn't really matter what cards they are, but that's going to be your starting hand. And then on your turn, on every turn, you start by drawing a card. Now you'll see 2 pieces of information on each card. You'll see the stuff in the black bar, and that's called the hurt, and then you'll see what's in the blue on this card. There's nothing, and that's called the healing. Now the hurt always gets carried out first, so when you draw a card, it shows you some icons in this black bar, and you'll see on the board there are 3 sets of icons. There is the eyeball that represents sleeplessness, there is the lungs that represents heavy breathing or hyperventilating, and there's this set of worried eyes that represents severe dread and worry. These are all symptoms of anxiety that I experience. So on the black bar, you'll see that there are 3 sets of the worried eyes. And so you take 3 cards from the deck and put them above the worried eyes face down. Now, on each track here, there can only be 3 cards ever. So we've already filled this track, and you'll see why that's bad pretty soon. And then, after you've done that, you can play as many cards as you want. Now, right now, I think I'm going to play this card, because it says discard any one brain card. That can be any card from the board, or you can discard 3 off the deck. That can help you get through the deck faster, but right now, I think I'm going to play this to discard 1 of these cards. And I could play more cards, but I think I'm going to save them. So next I'll draw another card. There's nothing in the hurt section, so that's good. And this card lets me either discard 2 cards from here or 1 card from the worry side. I think I'm going to hold on to that. And I'll draw another card. That has 1 more set of the worry dice, filling that track again. And now I have 5 cards. You always have to discard down to 5. So I've got a full hand. I guess I could play this. I'll only get to discard 1 card from here, but that's okay. That's something. And I'll draw another card. It has 2 of the eyeball symbol, so I put 2 cards up here. Again, I think I'm going to press my luck and play another card. I got another eyeball card that fills this track here. So I think what I'm going to want to do is play this card that lets me discard 1 of those. And then you can always discard any 3 cards from your hand. They can be blank or they can have things, but you can discard any 3 cards in order to get rid of 1 card up here. So I think I'll get rid of another one of these. And then we'll draw. We put 1 card here and 1 card over here. And we'll draw again, and you'll see that there are 3 symbols, 1 of each. So I have to put 1 card here, 1 card here, but you'll notice that this track is full. So instead of putting a card over here, because it's already got 3, I then move the token to the first space on this track. Every time that you have to place a card, but the track is full, you have to go 1 space on the panic track, and if you ever get up to 20, you lose immediately. So I'll draw another card, and that you'll see that the hurt has both of the eyeball symbol and the double eye symbol, and both tracks are full, so now I have to jump up 2 spaces on the panic track. But let's try drawing another card. Oh, I got both symbols again, so I have to go 2 more. And you see how this can end up escalating, and you can end up going up this track really far. Now there's a lot of cards in here that help you get rid of some things. For example, I could do this to discard 3 off the track, or off the top of the deck, in order to get through the deck faster. I could discard up to 3 cards from my hand and discard the same number of brain cards. So if I played this, I could discard, say, these 3 cards and discard 3 cards from up here. So maybe I want to take 2 off of here, and that can help me out. And then when I draw another card, I've got lungs, and I've got the eyeballs. Now I'm not pushing my token up the panic track, so that can help a little bit. That should give you a pretty good idea of how to play the game. There's a lot of cards in here, and they all do different things, but they're pretty self-explanatory. Once you either get this token all the way to the end of the panic track, or get through the deck with the token not at 20, then the game ends and you win or lose. And that's how you play Anxiety.